In the beginning, we have an auditor who needs to do an audit of a purchasing department. So to get the process started, the auditor sends an email, typical for today's communication timeframe, right? And no problem there, I think many would say. The audit lays out 3 questions and it reads like this. In preparation for auditing your department, there are a few questions that we would like you to answer. We'd appreciate your response by Friday, November 16, 2012. After laying out those questions, the email closes with this. We appreciate your time and we're looking forward to working with you on this audit. No problem, right? This email starts a communication chain, though, that we will look at. So, the purchasing manager responds. See responses to your questions below. This is the first I've heard of an audit. When is it scheduled for? Who will be here? What do we need to gather for you? The purchasing manager answers some of the questions, but in the process of answering them, they ask questions as well. I'm not sure what you mean by this. They don't cover every single thing we do, but all the important stuff is there. Is that really a problem? Could you be more specific? I don't know how to respond to this one. That email goes back to the auditor. The auditor then responds to the response. Thank you for your response. We are going to start the audit in 2 weeks. 2 of us will be there for 2 weeks. I've attached a summary of what we plan to look at. Let me know if you have any questions. I also had some additional comments on your responses, so the auditor begins to lay out additional questions that are based on the responses of the purchasing manager, including things like this. When we think of purchasing, we think of these 5 responsibilities. Are those covered? And so then the purchasing manager responds to the response of the auditor, which was in response to the purchasing manager's response to the auditor's original email. And we could see how this chain could easily continue with questions on the attachment that the auditor sent. And as the responses continue, the colors increase, the frustration mounts, and time is wasted. So unless you have a color fetish or you enjoy frustrating your clients or you enjoy wasting time, stop the insanity. And yes, this means you. Pick up the phone and have a conversation. Or sit down face to face and talk. There are some things that technology just can't do.